What's going on, everyone? MikeO back, and today I'm doing a COMC Mailday. This is stuff I bought from COMC.com. Great website if you haven't used it before, specifically for purchasing cards. You can buy cards from different sellers and then just have them all shipped at once, so you save tremendously on shipping. What I do with COMC is usually just purchase some stuff for my collection. A lot of it's lower end stuff that it's not necessarily worth buying on eBay. It's separate shipping charges and sometimes just great deals I find. So I'd say this came in about a week ago or so, and I probably requested the mailing a few weeks before that. Took a little while for it to come in. I was in no rush. Some of this stuff is actually my own stuff that's just been sitting in my inventory for quite a while, and other stuff are purchases I made. So gonna flip through it, see what I got here. Should be some interesting stuff, probably no real high-end stuff, but like I said, it's just for fun. Great site for buying. I've always had cards in there that I sell as well and just use the funds to add to my collection. Honestly, it's become pretty tough selling stuff unless you have brand new stuff or hot players, which you can imagine is the way it always is. So some of this stuff I just brought in to move in a different format. So first up here, I got a refractor of Pat Neshek from last year's Topps Chrome High Number. Beautiful card. Obviously, Neshek is a Philly, and he's a great autograph signer and stuff too. So I have to decide, might get this one signed or might just keep it in the collection. Next up, we have a few mascots, a few Philly fanatics from opening day. I'm actually going to use one of these in my Topps team set binder, and then I got one for my nephew, and for some reason I ended up with a third one. Asdrubal Cabrera, totally just a regular common card from Update, but I honestly didn't break much Update last year, so this is actually one of a couple cards I actually needed for my Phillies team set, so that's why I bought it, and obviously not something you're going to buy on eBay. This is a Rhys Hoskins from, I think they call this, 582 Montgomery. It's some sort of exclusive set Topps put out. I just think it's nice looking. I love the old school look to it. And wanted the Hoskins for the collection. You can see this one's a little off center, but clean card otherwise. Adonis Medina, Phillies prospect. First Bowman Mojo refractor. Obviously, if you're not familiar with the channel, I am a Phillies fan, so I generally pick up a lot of Phillies cards. Here's a Maikel Franco rookie card from Gypsy Queen, autographed. This guy is loaded with talent, but has never really put it all together. Started this year just incredibly. First few weeks was on fire, then he went into a prolonged slump. Started to hit again, but who knows what you're going to get. I don't think you're ever going to get consistency from Franco. It's a Jake Arrieta. This is just an image variation from High Number Heritage last year. This is a Pat Neshek autograph from Topps. I think this is from Topps Update. This is the black border. I think I actually wanted the regular version. This one might be numbered. Yeah, it's numbered to 99, which I didn't really care about. I'd actually rather have the white borders, but couldn't beat the price. A lot of times, stuff like the autographs, you can get these things super cheap. Here's a nice Scott Kingery from Topps Update, image variation. He's had a nice year. I guess I accidentally bought a second Cabrera there. Here's a Neshek base. All right, so I did end up with one of these. There's a few other Phillies that were in the set. I just love the old school design with the autographs, so I try and pick up all the Phils. So that was obviously incredibly cheap. Here's a sweet Ashburn from Archives Reserve. Incredible shine. Absolutely beautiful card. So that's a nice one there. We got a Zach Eflin Bowman X-Fractor, Bowman Chrome X-Fractor. This guy was acquired in the Jimmy Rollins trade from the Dodgers, so he started with the Padres, and it might have actually been a three-way deal, that Rollins trade. I forget exactly what happened, but Phil's got Zach Eflin. He's actually been pretty good so far in his career. Not some incredible guy that's going to make waves in the hobby, but just kind of a good, consistent starter. He's really been the Phillies' most consistent starter this year, so I wanted to pick this one up. Thought it was nice. It's a Jay Bruce rookie card, Allen and Ginter. Bought this one with the idea of perhaps getting it signed at some point. It's a nice Ashburn insert from Topps Gallery. These are cards you pick up for like 30, 40 cents. Sir Anthony Dominguez from Topps Update. Justin Bour, who had a brief stint with the Phillies last year. This is the Topps Holiday set. For some reason, he was in that, but was not in Topps Update. or 2019 Topps. Or he was in 2019 Topps, but obviously it was a different card. So just picked up the base one. I try and pick up everything that's like a base Topps card. Cole Irvin, first Bowman. He's been up with the Phillies a little bit this year. Kind of started off pretty strong, but then kind of the league started to catch up with him a little bit. Here are some football cards that I actually had for sale. PJ Williams. So a lot of these football I'm just going to resell at some point. I just didn't want them sitting on the site anymore. I figured I'd move them in maybe a YouTube auction or something. Here's a Cesar Hernandez autograph from Gypsy Queen. Always been a big fan of the Gypsy Queen autographs. Maikel Franco, Topps Chrome. Refractor, numbered to 499. Here's a Zach Eflin, marked first Bowman. I don't know how it's a first Bowman since he had one with the Padres, but I guess it is what it is. I don't know if it was just an error or what the deal is, but maybe it was just, I don't know. I don't know why they did that. Some archive snapshots. BJ Surhoff, Raleigh Fingers. Got this in a break a few years ago. It's numbered to 15. Sandy Alomar Sr. There's a nice Ashburn from Topps Tribute. It's an awesome looking card. Topps Tribute always puts together a nice set. It's a Bryce Harper refractor from Bowman's Best a few years ago. Jarrell Adams auto. Zach Eflin from Topps Now. J.P. Crawford silver pack autograph. Unfortunately, a sticker auto. He's actually been playing well in Seattle. So some of these trades the Phillies made this offseason are, they've kind of worked out for both teams, I guess. Some of the players the Phillies have acquired have underwhelmed a little bit, but we'll see. Season's only halfway over. All right, here's some finest autos. These are all things I pulled and sent in years ago, and they just kind of been sitting there. Carlos Williams, he kind of hurt his own career. Rashad Green, Javarius Allen, Max Williams. At some point, I'm probably going to have just a big sale and just unload every football card I have that's not part of my collection. I just have some stuff that I don't need, and I'm probably going to unload them. So these will be available at some point. There's another Crawford auto. What else we got here? I think I might have just brought back all my autographs. Yohan Lopez and Jacob Wilson. Here's a nice Zach Eflin, Blue Shimmer. Ashburn, Upper Deck Vintage. Nick Wells autograph. This is another one. Colton Wong. These are ones that I had and sent in and just decided to bring back. Here's a Shaq Evans. It's a Justin Bour autograph from Topps, Legacy of Baseball. Just bizarre that Justin Bour had a Phillies pack-pulled autograph, so I wanted to pick it up. It was nice and cheap. Here's a Wilson Ramos for the set. It's a Bryce Harper Gold from the Home Run Derby last year. That was a fun derby. It's another Franco autograph from Tier 1. It's a nice Halladay from the Museum Collection. Second Ramos. There's a second Hoskins from Montgomery Club. And a second Nishak. So I guess one of those will be going out for an autograph. Super nice shine in these Heritage. All right, last thing that I picked up was a group of slabs. You can sometimes get some of this graded stuff really cheap. And one of the deals they had, and from time to time they have promotions. So I'd say like a month or so ago, they had some sort of summer clearance or spring cleaning sale. And it just lets sellers run free promotions and mark down their stuff. And sometimes when they do that, people will just go, oh, I want to move stuff. And they hit 70, 80% off whatever they hit. And they don't even look at what they have or the prices. So you can get some absolute bargains. And that's what I consider all this stuff. All of these were well under $10. Picked up a few of the Topps Living Set cards. I just like them slabbed. This set has lost some popularity this year as compared to last year, but I still think they're wonderful. Love to collect them. Think they look great slab. Picked up the Andrew Benintendi in a 9. I want to say it was like $4. It was cheaper than the cost of the card itself alone, let alone getting it graded. And here's Charlie Blackmon in a 9. Picked up a Lee Smith PSA DNA. Auto a 10. Lee Smith from 90 Score Trade It. One of the newer Hall of Famers. Again, I think that one might have been marked down from like $40 to like $7. I was like, all right, why not? Here is a potential future Hall of Famer, Bruce Bochy, 3-time World Series champion. Then I believe he also won a pennant with the Padres as well. So his lifetime record is not as good as most people probably expect. But winning those world championships, I think, as a manager will get him into Cooperstown one day. So not a bad autograph to pick up. So got that one nice and cheap. These were ridiculous. Not that there's a big market for Chris James 1989 Upper Deck signed cards, but this was like $3. So I was like, well, it'll make a nice addition to the Phillies collection. I definitely remember Chris James as a kid. They sent him to San Diego for the Crucker, if I remember right. So that worked out real well for the Phils. I'm not sure why whoever got this slabbed got it the dual service. I don't know why you would ever get the card graded. When you're using it for autographs or through the mail or whatever you do, they tend to get a little beat up. So you can see it got an 8 and then an auto 10. I don't know how the autograph's a 10 either. I don't really do autograph grading. But it's definitely not a perfect autograph, especially with it going over the white. But whatever. It's a nice Slabbed Phillies autograph. And here's Lance Parrish. He did not have a great Phillies career. He was a nice player back in the day, but things did not work out really that well when the Phillies gave him, at the time, a relatively large contract. Definitely not a fan favorite, but thought it was nice to add. Here is a 1982 TCMA, Baseball's Greatest Sluggers, Roy Sievers. Just thought this was a nice piece to add to the Phillies collection. I just like to pick up an example of kind of every set that's been put out. So, Gem 10, not really worried about the grade. Again, maybe like $7-8. So why not? Got a couple vintage Phillies here. All right, first up, we've got a 69 Topps Cookie Rojas. He was one of the super utility players. Guy could play all over the field. PSA 6. Pretty nice card there. Dallas Green, well-known Philadelphia Philly. Well-known baseball guy. Was in baseball for decades upon decades. He was a pitcher with the Phillies. He was general manager, an executive, a manager. He did it all in his time in baseball. And this is a cool one. PSA 7 at 65 Topps. Really nice, clean design. So it was a cool card. I think I heard he have one of those, but it was such a great price. I couldn't turn it down. 2010 Finest. Roy Halladay Blue Refractor. Some nice shine there in a PSA Gem Mint 10. That is numbered to 299. And then the final card is another Halladay. Big fan of Halladay, who is headed to the Hall. Will be inducted later this summer. PSA Gem Mint 10 for the 2013 Topps Finest X-Fractor. I never used to like 2013 Finest, and it's still not my favorite, but the design has grown on me quite a bit. And this one is the X-Fractor, so nice card there. Little look at the back. So that's it. That was my purchase from COMC. Like I said, great website for picking stuff up, especially when they have sales. And it's always worth checking out. Guys run sales all the time. I mean, every one of these slabs here, if you're into just collecting cheaper slabs, absolute bargains, complete steals. You can get them all the time. And then, of course, you get the stacks of cards that you can bring in. And all this was probably like $4 for shipping. So a nice steal. I might have actually had a promo for free shipping, in all honesty. I forget. But you can get better stuff on there, too. You do have to watch yourself with certain cards. If it's a more desirable card and there's not much competition, sometimes these guys have the prices totally jacked up. So it goes both ways. You'll see cards severely underpriced and you'll see cards overpriced, but that's the nature of everything. But COMC has a lot to offer for collectors. So that's it. Comment down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you next time. Have a great one.